Here are 10 ships purchasable in-game you definitely shouldn't buy in Star Citizen's patch 4.6. Remember, it's all about having fun, so if you love a ship on this list, that's all that matters. Let's go. Number 1. The Meteor. The RSI Meteor looks like the Mantis on steroids. A medium fighter that's super fast in a straight line and has impressive firepower with 4 size 3s and 2 size 5 weapons. So why shouldn't you waste your 4.5 million Alpha UEC on it? Well, it has a lot of wasted space on the inside. I mean, what were they thinking? Also, the guns are bugged for some players. Either you can't equip or unequip the size 3s, or if one gets destroyed, it's just not there, not even after repairs. And finally, the handling is awful. It's very strong if it works, but if you're facing something more nimble like almost any other medium fighter, you're screwed. Rather get a Hornet Mark II. Number 2. The 890 Jump. Origin's luxury flagship, the 890 Jump, is, well, junk. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely one of the prettier ships in the verse, and if you've ever wanted a space yacht just because, this is it. Just don't expect it to be more than just eye candy. Sure, it has big guns, hot tubs, a hangar, and allows you to have the best pool parties, but it's useless. You have PDC cannons, but no pilot-controlled weapons, and you can't run if someone really tried to kill you. It is tanky though, so I'll give it that. 63 million Alpha UEC is a lot of money to waste. Rather buy your friend something nice in the verse with all that space cheddar. Number 3. The Valkyrie. The Anvil Valkyrie has long been a pretty pointless dropship, since there's not really a point having any dropships at the moment really. Many used it because it's the only small-ish ship that could carry a tank. The pilot-controlled weapons are non-existent, might as well carry a half-charged taser. But the biggest reason you shouldn't buy a Valkyrie for just under 20 million Alpha UEC is because we now have the Asgard, giving you more versatility for 2 million less. A no-brainer really, though I do prefer the Valkyrie's stock livery. Number 4. Ares Inferno. I could easily throw the Ion in here as well, as both Ares ships are only shells of what they used to be, or could be. Originally sold as capital ship killers, they've both been nerfed into the ground since. Whereas the Ion can absolutely still wreck almost anything if you time your shots really well, the Inferno has many more problems. Sure, ballistics are stronger, but the Ares Inferno now fires slower, does less damage than it used to, bullet spread is more, and your guns overheat. This of course gives your big targets plenty of time to recharge their shields if you're not careful. It went from being an absolutely epic heavy fighter to just meh. You can put that almost 5 million Alpha UEC to much better use. Rather grab a Guardian or Shiv once that's purchasable in-game. Number 5. The Redeemer. Oh boy, I know this will be one of the less popular opinions, but hear me out on why I think the Redeemer is a waste of aUEC. You see, it used to be fantastic. I'd regularly see people grief pirates or players and leave chat messages like "loves in Redeemer" when someone complained about getting wrecked. In my experience, in combat, that tail just doesn't last in a fight, and once it gets blown off, you're screwed. It's also not at all soloable, so that also sucks. For 16 million Alpha UEC, there are plenty of better options. Number 6. The Hull-C. The MISC Hull-C is one ship I definitely don't want to put on here, because when it works, it can make you a lot of money. That's if it works. It's a great money maker, but at the moment it's more like gambling because of how incredibly buggy it still is. Sure, it got a bit better, slightly, but it's still a mess. From randomly ejecting you into space, staring at the sun, to losing all your cargo for no apparent reason. The Hull-C is probably the one ship collecting the most dust in my hangar. Don't get me started on docking procedures. Rather grab the C2 Hercules if you want to trade. You'll be a lot happier risk less and be more versatile. Number 7, the Eclipse. The Aegis Eclipse went from being the #1 most recommended ship in global chat anyway, to being something nobody ever talks about anymore. I never liked it, not even at its peak. I mean, it's a beautiful ship, but with 2 pea shooters for guns and only 3 torps, it's just not for me. Yes, it's stealthy, and those size 9 torpedoes are the bomb, but with BDC cannons and turrets being so OP lately, they just don't hit reliably. So the only use for your 7.5 million Alpha UEC is to effectively approach places stealthily, something the Razor EX does better. Want to be that guy, you know, killing people with missiles before they realize you're there? Get the Saber Firebird for 2 mil less. Number 8, the Retaliator. Since we're on the topic of torpedoes being unreliable AF, this is the perfect place to mention the Aegis Retaliator. One thing I'll add though is that I've actually managed to hit 5 out of 6 shots getting footage for this video, but that's because there was severe desync. So your luck with hitting torps really seems to depend on server stability, since turrets mentioned earlier take longer to respond or don't respond at all. Just a side note. Now the problem with the Retaliator is a bit more than just the torps. You see, since it's a modular ship, you'll not only waste the 7.5 million Alpha UEC on the shell, but still need to fork out about 2 to 3 million for modules. Oh, but that's not all. The tally is bugged most of the time. So not only won't those modules work half the time, but you can't swap out the stock Argos. That, and once you do fire them, you can't restock. It's just a mess at the moment. Don't do it. Number 9, the Terrapin. The Anvil Terrapin is the space turtle of Star Citizen. I mean, it's not slow, but definitely looks like one. It looks cool and it's tanky, but that's about it. It's a scout ship mainly for getting people in and out of combat or boarding ships. That's where it ends. Something about 30 other ships can do better. It lacks in firepower, can't carry a vehicle, and has no cargo space other than carrying some delivery boxes. For 5.4 million Alpha UEC, there are plenty of better options. I'd rather get a cutter scout at less than half the price. Number 10, the Intrepid. The cheapest ship on the list, so definitely not a big deal if you've got one. But the Intrepid, in my opinion, is one of the worst starter ships in the entire game. Sure, it's sleek, has a nice interior, and yeah, that's it. Here's why I don't like it, and it's just one. The reason being the fact that it only has one size 3 gun. I mean, what are we supposed to kill with that? A space cow? Anyway, for 700k, I'd rather get a Mustang Beta for 100k less, or save an extra 100k and get an Aurora LN. But now that you know which ships not to buy on Star Citizen, you've saved some money, but extra aUEC means nothing if you don't use it. So check out this video next and get yourself something nice.